Corey Taylor is an American musician best known as the lead vocalist and lyricist of Slipknot and Stone Sour. Corey Taylor is a founding member of Stone Sour, and has released 5 studio albums with that band. Taylor joined Slipknot in 1997 to replace their original singer. He has released 4 studio albums with them. He has worked with several bands, including Junk Beer Kidnap Band, Apocalyptica, Anthrax, Aaron Lewis of Stained, and Soulfly. Taylor was ranked number 86 in Hit Parade's Top 100 Metal Vocalists of All Time. Personal life: Corey Taylor was born in Des Moines, Iowa on December 8, 1973. He lived in Orlando briefly with his uncle, George Robson, though Taylor was mostly raised by his mother in Waterloo, Iowa, a place described by Taylor as a hole in the ground with buildings around it. He is of Belgian, Polish and Danish background from his father's side. Taylor was raised by his single mother. He developed a fond feeling toward classic rock after his grandmother introduced him to it. In 1979, Taylor and his mother saw the science fiction series Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. Before the series, there was a trailer for the 1978 horror film Halloween. Taylor said this developed some sense of Slipknot in himself. While Halloween introduced Taylor to masks and horror themes, Taylor's grandmother introduced him to rock music, showing him a collection of Elvis Presley records from the mid-50s to late 70s. He especially found some songs like Teddy Bear, In the Ghetto, and Suspicious Minds, to appeal to his interests the most, describing them as good times. Taylor also began listening to Black Sabbath at a young age, beginning with their early work. Taylor, along with his mother and sister, lived in an old dilapidated farmhouse, which on days in late autumn would look like Black Sabbath album covers. By age 15, Taylor had developed a drug addiction and had overdosed on cocaine twice. By this time, Taylor was living in Waterloo, Iowa, but later set out on his own and ended up at his grandmother's trailer in Ohio. She took legal custody of him and helped him buy musical equipment. When Taylor was 18, he left his grandmother's trailer and went to various places, Des Moines being a place to which he frequently returned. Taylor and his father first met when Taylor was an adult, and now have a relationship, although he said their paths do not cross that often. On September 17, 2002, Taylor's then fiancée copyrightee, Scarlett Stone, gave birth to their son Griffin Parker. Taylor also has a daughter named Angeline from an earlier relationship. Taylor and Stone married on March 11, 2004, and divorced 3 years later. Early in the 2000s, Taylor was pied in the face in the parking lot of Winsong 16 Cinema in Johnston, Iowa, by a body-armored assailant. Taylor has also had alcohol abuse problems, which his wife, Scarlett, helped him through as well as keeping him from committing suicide. In 2006, Taylor told MTV that he had attempted to jump off a balcony of the 8th floor of the Hyatt on Sunset Boulevard in 2003, but somehow, Scarlett stopped me. This was later recanted by Taylor in an interview with Kerrang! Radio and stated that it was, in fact, his friend Dom Hazard who stopped him from jumping. Scarlett then told him that either he would have to get sober or she would annul their marriage. Before Stone Sour started recording Come What Ever, May and January 2006, Taylor was sober. On August 3, 2009, he co-hosted the 2009 Kerrang! Awards alongside Scott Ian of Anthrax. The following year, they both once again co-hosted the Kerrang! Awards, where Corey collected the K. Services to Metal Award on behalf of Paul Gray, who died after an accidental overdose of morphine and fentanyl, and had also shown signs of significant heart disease. In early September 2010, Taylor announced that his book, 7 Deadly Sins, Settling the Argument Between Born Bad and Damaged Good would be released on July 12, 2011 through Dark Harpo Press. On November 13, 2009, Taylor married Stephanie Luby at the Palms Hotel in Las Vegas. Music career: Slipknot. In Des Moines, Iowa, Joey Jordison, Sean Crahan, and Mick Thompson approached him asking him to join Slipknot. He agreed to go to one of their practices, and ended up singing in front of them. Of Slipknot's 9 members, Corey was the sixth to join the band. Feeling he could expand more inside Slipknot than in Stone Sour, Taylor temporarily quit Stone Sour, even though they were recording an album with Sean McMahon. Taylor's first gig with Slipknot was on August 22, 1997, which according to band members did not go well. During his first gig, Taylor did not perform wearing a mask. However, for his second show nearly a month later, Corey wore a mask that resembles his debut album mask. Taylor's current mask was described by MTV's Chris Harris as looking as though it were made of dried, human flesh like Leatherface, if only he used moisturizer. Taylor has recorded with Slipknot since the release of their second demo album, a self-titled demo used to promote the band to prospective labels and producers. As permanent vocalist, he recorded with Slipknot at Indigo Ranch in Malibu, California and released Slipknot, the band's debut album that peaked number 1 on the Top Heat Seekers chart, went to a platinum in the United States, and was included in the 2006 book 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. Taylor was accused of copyright infringement, regarding the lyrics of the song Purity, but no action was taken. Taylor began recording for their second studio album, Iowa, in 2001 at Sound City and Sound Image in Van Nuys, Los Angeles. It was released August 28, 2001 and peaked number 1 on the UK Albums chart, as well as number 3 on the Billboard 200. While writing Volume 3, Taylor decided to write lyrics that would not warrant an explicit label. It peaked number 2 on the Billboard 200. All Hope Is Gone was the first Slipknot album to peak number 1 on the Billboard 200. Stone Sour. Taylor is a founding member of the American hard rock band Stone Sour. After he formed the band with drummer Joel Ekman, Sean Economaki joined filling in the bass position, leaving the electric guitar position to be filled by Josh Rand. Stone Sour recorded a demo album in 1992, and another in 1994. In 1997, Taylor was approached by the metal band, Slipknot, resulting in him abandoning Stone Sour while they were recording a demo album with Sean McMahon at ESSA Studios. Taylor did not return until 5 years later to record their debut album, Stone Sour in 2002. Both Taylor and guitarist Josh Rand contacted Jim Root, Slipknot's guitarist, and Sean Economaki, Stone Sour's original bassist, to begin writing songs for their debut album. Drummer Joel Ekman came back on board as well. This reformation later resulted in Stone Sour recording at Catamount Studios in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Their self-titled debut album was released August 27, 2002, and it debuted at number 46 on the Billboard 200. Their second album, Come What Ever May, debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. It was released August 1, 2006, and charted on several different charts. Live in Moscow is currently their only album specifically released only for music download. During the recording of the album, drummer Joel Ekman left the band for personal reasons. As a result, drummer Roy Maorga was recruited, taking his place. The group released their third studio album, Audio Secrecy, on September 7, 2010. Later, Corey Taylor has announced the release of a concept double album with Stone Sour. The albums are titled House of Gold and Bones. During the process of making the double album, bassist Sean Economaki left the band. He was temporarily replaced for touring purposes by Jenny Chow. The first part was released in October 2012 and the second part in April 2013. There are 23 songs in total, 11 on the first part and 12 on the second. In addition to these two albums is a 4-part comic book series written by Taylor and published by Dark Horse Comics. They are set to go on sale in 2013. With these albums came a story that was written by Taylor that coincide with the album. Fans can also construct a miniature House of Gold and Bones from the packaging design of the physical versions of the two albums. Taylor has also said that he would like to finish off the project by making the story into a movie, but nothing has come of this yet. Other work: Taylor has appeared as a guest musician on albums by Soulfly, Apocalyptica and Damage Plan. At one point, he was heavily involved in the recording of thrash metal band Anthrax's album, worship music, but the sessions remain unreleased. He also contributed to the Roadrunner United All-Star album in 2005, providing vocals for the song Rich Man. Taylor has also made a brief appearance in Steel Panther's singles Death to All But Metal, Eyes of a Panther, and Asian Hooker. About his collaboration with Steel Panther, Taylor said the following: "Honestly, it was a great time. I love that fucking band, and the guys are all amazing." In 2006, Taylor founded the record company Great Big Mouth Records. Taylor has produced 2 albums, Face Cage's self-titled album and Walls of Jericho's Redemption. Taylor provided guest narration on the track Repentance for Dream Theater's 2007 album Systematic Chaos. In an interview with Billboard magazine, Taylor confirmed that on January 13, 2009, he was planning on making a solo album, as well as returning to his side project Stone Sour after Slipknot's All Hope Is Gone world tour. Taylor has stated that he has currently been writing songs that states don't fit either of his main bands. He describes them as a cross between Foo Fighters, Johnny Cash, and Social Distortion, saying that there's a country background that comes built in with living in Iowa. On the March 30, 2009, it was confirmed that Taylor and the Junk Beer Kidnap Band would be performing at Rockfest in 2009. The group performed on April 24, 2009 at People's Court in Des Moines, Iowa, marking Taylor's first official solo show. Taylor performs with his band The Dumb Foo, who make covers for 1970s punk rock and 1980s hair metal. Taylor also performs with Audacious P, a band that is primarily a Tenacious D covers band. Rapper Tech N9ne confirmed that Taylor was to perform on his album KOD, but was removed because Taylor did not submit his vocals in time. Taylor recently admitted that he tried out for the vacant singer spot in the band Velvet Revolver, but said that it just did not work out. However, according to a recent Billboard article, it seems likely that he may in fact become the vocalist for Velvet Revolver, though no official confirmation has been made. Duff McKagan added that they can neither confirm or deny Taylor's membership in the band but believes that Taylor is the real deal. Slash has since ruled Corey out as the possible new vocalist, explaining that, "It just wasn't right although he does love him." He however, has recorded 10 new songs with the band. Drummer Matt Sorum stated it's unlikely it will ever be released. Taylor explained to Mark Hoppus on Music that McKagan and he were writing new music for a possible new supergroup. In July 2011 Taylor collaborated with Aaron Lewis while promoting Lewis' solo album, Townline, for a one-night-only acoustic duet show covering songs such as Pearl Jam's Black, Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb, and Alice in Chains' Down in a Hole. Videos from this show with Taylor and Lewis can be found on YouTube. Taylor also shared the stage with Aaron Lewis on August 16, 2009 during the Ride for Dime Memorial Concert. They performed Pantera covers with a variety of other musicians. As a solo artist he recorded a song, XM at $, for the Teenage Cancer Trust. The single was made available to digital retailers on December 12, 2010. It debuted at number 37 in the UK. Taylor clarified on YouTube that the song was just a joke about people who don't enjoy Christmas. He personally loves Christmas, especially due to the fact he gets to see his extended family, but finds the frustration of people who don't like it to be hilarious. In 2011, Taylor collaborated with Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker on Barker's solo album Give the Drummer Some on the song On My Own. Acting career. On December 4, 2013 Corey Taylor joined the cast of Fear Clinic with Robert Englund. He plays as Bauer, one of the employees of the clinic who struggles to keep things under control when all hell breaks loose. He will play in a horror movie called Bullied that will come out in 2015. Style and influence. The first 2 Slipknot albums with Taylor's vocals, Slipknot and Iowa, both contain gratuitous explicit content. Many critics claimed Taylor relied on the profanity, which is why Slipknot's third album, Volume 3, is profanity-free and did not warrant the explicit label. Compared with a previous vocalist for Slipknot, Anders Kolsivny, Taylor has a vocal style that was characterized by drummer Joey Jordison as really good melodic singing. Taylor's vocal style, which contains at times melodic singing, growling, screaming, shouting, and rapping, led him to place at number 86 on the hit parade as top 100 metal vocalists of all time and is often compared to other vocalists such as Ivan L. Moody, John Bush, Phil Anselmo and Jamie Jaster. Taylor's two major projects have contrasting temperaments. Slipknot is considered to be heavy metal, nu metal and alternative metal, and expresses moods such as depression, hostility, anger, and rebellion. Stone Sour is classified as hard rock, alternative metal, heavy metal, and post-grunge, expressing moods of bleakness and somberness as well as anger and rebellion. Taylor cites Ma paragraphed Lee Kra 1/4 E, AC/DC, The Who, The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, The Doors, Pink Floyd, Van Halen, Aerosmith, Rush, Motorhead, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Alice in Chains, Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, Nine Inch Nails, Dokken, Misfits, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Queen, Anthrax, Black Flag, Slayer, Def Leppard, The Stooges, Sex Pistols, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Neil Young, ABBA, Cheap Trick, Pearl Jam, The Damned, The Cramps, Soundgarden, Megadeth, Nirvana, Journey, Bob Dylan, Kiss, ZZ Top, White Zombie, Pantera and Korn as influences. Discography. Stone Sour, Slipknot, 2014 impending 2014 release, other works, solo singles, as lead artist, as featured artist, filmography, books, equipment, awards, references, literature, Arnap, Jason, Slipknot, Inside the Sickness, Behind the Masks, Ebury, ISBN A0-09-187933-7 McIver, Joel, Slipknot, Unmasked, Omnibus, ISBN A0-7119-8677-0 cited. External links. Corey Taylor official website, Corey Taylor fan site, Slipknot website, Stone Sour website, Corey Taylor interview, Metal Underground, interview, NY Rock, article, IGN, article, Duff McKagan on Corey Taylor in Seattle Weekly.